my little lovies. How are you guys today? I miss you. It's raining outside right now, and I just wish I was at your house snuggling you and playing with you and seeing what's going on in your life. But I just wanted to let you know how much I love you. I love you oodles and scoodles and bags full of noodles. And I'd like to read you a story now, if that's okay. The story I'm going to read you is called The Kissing Hand. And now I'm going to show you the cover. This story is called The Kissing Hand, and it's by Audrey Penn, and it's illustrated by Ruth, Harper, and Nancy Leake. All right, let's hear this story. This is a longer story, so I think you should settle in and get comfy, because this one's going to take a while. The Kissing Hand. Remember, this is the title page. There's some nice pictures. I've never read this story before. This book is written for Stephanie, Rebecca, Corin, and children everywhere who love to be loved. That's you. You love to be loved. And I love to love you. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with friends. I want to read books and play with toys and swing on my swing. May I stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." She's nuzzling him on his ear. I like to nuzzle you on your ear. "You'll make new friends, and you'll play with new toys. You'll read new books, and you'll swing on the swings. And besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." You see, raccoons go to school at night. Children go to school in the day, but raccoons go to school at night. Oh, look at that. There's a frog and a dragonfly. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of a secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the Kissing Hand." "The Kissing Hand," said Chester. "What's that?" Let's find out. "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right on the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Oh, look at that. Mommy kisses are the best, aren't they? Daddy kisses are good too. There's a possum. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and you need a little loving from home, you just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." That's a great idea. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. He knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. Those are fun pictures. Do you have a beach ball? Oh, there's a spider in that picture. I like spiders. They eat bugs. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. What do you think Chester's going to do? Chester's a cute little raccoon, isn't he? Look, Chester's kissing his mommy's hand. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. And now you have a kissing hand too, he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and an I love you, Chester turned and danced away. I think they're going to go to school in that old tree. What do you think? Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. It was filled with the warmth of Chester's kiss, and it filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. There goes Chester off to school. Look at this pretty picture. What do you see? Do you see the bird and a mouse? What's that? That's some school books. And there's an owl and a bunny and a fox and a bunny, and there's Chester. And there's some possums and another bunny. Even a deer. Lots of things go to school there. Oh, I love you. And I do love you. I love you very much. I guess that story wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. That's okay, though. It was a really nice story. And tomorrow we'll have another one. You know why? Because I love you. And I can't wait to see you and give you a big hug. Bye-bye.